Now, while the mayor was busy taking an L on the north side of Minneapolis, the North High Polars football team was busy getting the W in southwest Minneapolis. This was on October 2nd for Southwest's homecoming. However, it wasn't without controversy. Several public social media posts were made soon after the game regarding a racially charged incident that occurred on the field. We were recently able to interview an anonymous source close to what occurred that day. The interview went as such. Question: what were you told that happened during the football game? Answer: a North High player told one of the coaches that they were called the N-word by the Southwest football team. The referee then told them to continue playing. Question: how does this news make you feel? Answer: it's sad, because in light of all that's happened during the pandemic and the racial violence that has continued against brown and black people, I just feel everything happens for a reason. And it does not matter which color the student was that said this word, it does not excuse it. Question: do you believe that Southwest Minneapolis, having predominantly white neighborhoods, has something to do with what happened on the field that day? Answer: it's a bigger issue than Southwest Minneapolis. This is not the first time that this has happened for our team. This is an issue that needs to be addressed on a large scale. We need to teach our kids why that word is not acceptable. Question: do you worry the self-esteem or emotional foundation of the North High football players will be affected by this? Answer: yes. The reason is because North High Polar football teams, we've always had to take the higher road. We have seen things on the field when we knew things should have been called on the field. At Southwest, we had at least 14 penalties, and they had at least 5 penalties. We've had to deal with this every game. When a North High player was horse-collared in a game and sent to the Hennepin County Medical Center, there was no penalty called. For other schools, when they tackle our players, the other team will stand over them and talk trash. They treat us like this because of how we're portrayed in the news. And the stats in the football games show that we are always given more penalties than other teams. The Minnesota State High School League needs to look at the stats from 2019 and this year because it has happened disproportionately for a very long time. Our players should be able to compete in games and not be called the N-word and feel like that's all who they are. Investigations are being held by both schools, Southwest High School and North High School, and they are currently ongoing. We're recording this on Wednesday, October 13th, and by the time this episode releases, they could have concluded. However, regardless of the investigations, this is not the first time that this has reportedly happened to the North High football team. This is an ongoing cultural issue that you think people would understand by now, living in the epicenter of an international uprising against racism.